Ready to tackle back to school? After the festive season, it's time to think about back to school. So, you need to ensure that as you celebrate, you also have back to school expenses in mind. Here are some strategies to ensure you have a smooth back to school session and your kids have everything that they need before they go back to school. Hello, good people. Hope you're doing well. Jacie is my name. And on this channel, we talk about finance, personal development, travel, and charity. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time we have a new upload. Yes, so let's get to listing down the things that you need for back to school. Number one thing we are going to do is to determine the budget. Of course, you have an idea of the expenses that you need for your back to school. And we're going to, of course, again, send a realistic spending limit. You need to go all out and ensure you're within the budget. You need to consider in the income that you have or any other income that you have been saving or you have saved, or you may be forced to take a loan to be able to cater for all the expenses. Yeah, and before you even conclude planning and budgeting for the school, you need to ensure that your basic needs are catered for. You can stay at home without going to school, but you can't stay hungry. So the first thing is to determine the budget. Then the next thing, we are going to create a detailed list of school supplies essential to start with. Okay, then like notebooks, pencils, textbooks, whatever the kid needs to go to school. Okay, and then we're going to check the list that the school has provided, because you might end up finding yourself buying the things that the school does not want because you buy what you want. You need to ensure that whatever you're shopping for is in line with the shopping list from the school. The next thing is clothing. The kid could be changing to a new school, a new class, outgrown the uniform, So you need to ensure the uniform is in place, the shoes are in place, the bag is not torn. If possible, if he or she can have the previous term's bag which is still intact, could be amazing. And then of course the sweaters, you check if you buy from school, maybe shops, or you can make at home. Like for me, my mom used to make for me sweaters, so you can use it as one way of saving on the expenses. Then, of course, you need to see whether they require some technology-related items like laptops, tablets, calculators, like depending on the class the child is in. Then you need, of course, to have school fees, because I mean, you can't send a child to school without school fees. Otherwise, they might be sent back home depending on the school's policy. Yeah, you need to ensure that you have catered for lunch, whether it is packed lunch from home, depending on your finances, or you can afford to pay for the lunch at school cafeteria. Also, you need to assess the transport, whether you'll be able to provide the bus fee, or you need to either drop the child or they will walk to school. And if, to be very honest, as a parent, if your kids have to go to school walking, please take them to the nearest school. Do not stress them on the road. Sometimes I see kids struggling to get to school and it is so distressing. You're imagining if they were hit by a car or someone hurt them along the long distance way, especially in busy estates. Yeah. You also need to cater for the extracurricular activities like sports, clubs, and also like when it comes to sports, you also need to ensure the shoes are available for the activities. Yeah. Then you need to prioritize the needs over wants. Of course, There are some things that you cannot do without. Ensure the school supplies come first before you even buy the other items, and limit the wants if you're on a budget. The next thing we are going to do is to, of course, shop smart, as we have always said. Take advantage of sales, use any discounts that could be given, sometimes even your own bank card helps you get a discount. You can always look out for their notification. If you can't buy a new one, get a second hand. You don't have to stress yourself, and you also need to compare prices so that you get the best rates. If possible, or if applicable, involve the child, you can actually shop with them. Ask them to, one, you have set the limit for them. You tell them the specific budget for each item. Then you do the budget with them, and then you help them shop, but they actually are the ones doing the shopping, not you, but you're giving the support to ensure they are able to shop wisely. Of course, track your spending. Ensure that if possible you have your shopping list and you're ticking when it is in line with the budget, and making adjustments when it is not within the budget that you have. Remember, it is your money that determines what you buy, not what is available in the market. Yeah. And then, of course, you need to review the budget on a regular basis. That's why I was recommending just take it with you and tick as you shop. Okay. If you would like some budgeting tips, please check out our budgeting videos. I'm sure you can borrow a thing or two and be able to set a realistic budget for your school expenses without breaking the bank.